Yo, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the worst owner in professional sports, in my humble opinion. But if you have the ability to think in an objective fashion, you will come to the same conclusion very easily. What does the Chicago White Sox and Chicago Bulls have in common, other than being two organizations that are equally dysfunctional from top to bottom? What do they have in common? Jerry Reinsdorf. The buck stops there with him. The owner, chairman, the see all be all, the man who wields the power hand in both organizations. So, therefore, whether it's the successes, which are very rare, especially after Michael Jordan was gifted to the Bulls. Once he retired, they didn't even appreciate him when he was there. So he retires, and the warts of the organization, as far as how it's run, came storming to the forefront. And now we're like, wait a minute, maybe all this dysfunction, maybe we should start looking at Jerry. You see, it was about organizations winning championships. That's what Jerry Krause, one of his famous quotes, but it was championed by Jerry Reinsdorf. He wholeheartedly believed in that phrase. And you look at how the Chicago White Sox are run. Look at how they started the season. They are 1-8. Just look at it. Look at it. One and eight. They're in a race to the bottom, all right, and they're there. They live in the cellar right now. And when teams were thinking about going in the Otani sweepstakes, Jerry Reinsdorf chuckles, we're definitely not going to be in that Otani thing. We're definitely not going after him. And there's recorded history of Jerry Reinsdorf giving advice to new owners, new executives. I don't know what kind of convention it was. He probably didn't expect to be recorded, but he's on record saying, hey, it's okay to come in second, third, or fourth. Just dangle the carrot enough in front of the fans to make them think that you're trying, and you'll always maintain their loyalty. You'll be profitable too. I'm paraphrasing a lot of that because word for word, I don't remember the exact words he said, but he basically told a room full of execs and owners that, hey, it's not a big deal coming in last. It's all about that bottom dollar, that bottom line. Well, if you just solely want to make money, why choose professional sports? When obviously you're not even trying and you don't care. This is why I deem this man as the worst owner in professional sports, because two different leagues. He has teams in two different leagues, baseball and basketball, and he is effectively destroying both franchises because he doesn't care. He just cares about the money. He's a miser. He's a penny pincher. That's why he didn't want to go after Otani. Otani could have been God Almighty with cleats and a baseball bat and glove, it would not have mattered because Jerry would not want to pay him. No, of course not. Wouldn't want to pay him what the market says he's worth. If he was just a top pitcher that carries a slotted salary of a certain amount of money, of which Jerry doesn't like to pay pitchers for more than 5 years or to that effect. Let's say he was a slugger. Sluggers command a certain amount of money. So obviously, as far as the going rate for either one, if you have a player that can do both at an elite level, of course he's going to command a lot of money. And that's why the Dodgers stepped up and they were able to give him that money. And from what I understand, a lot of that contract is backloaded. So they can still spend money and add more players because he wants to win. And we come to find out he didn't really want to leave California. He likes California, for his own personal reasons, and that's cool. But even when nobody knew that he wanted to stay in California, Jerry Reinsdorf didn't even try to reach out. He's laughing. We're definitely not going to do the Ohtani thing. What a miser, what a loser you are. Jerry Reinsdorf is a loser, and it's infected both franchises. You look at the Bulls. Look at the Bulls right now. As long as people are still paying to go to the games, and a lot of times it's people who've never been to a Bulls game, just looking for an afternoon or a night out just to enjoy themselves, they know the team is stuck in the middle, not bad enough to get a number one draft pick, so at least you have a cornerstone of your organization. And at that point, everything is up. Everything is going up from there. But see, they're not in position. They're not bad enough to get that pick. And they're not good enough to compete for a championship. So what the hell are you doing? What's the point? You're just wasting everybody's time. And personally, I'm just tired of the bullshit. The one common denominator in both scenarios with both of these organizations is Jerry Reinsdorf. He is the problem. And as long as he's a part of these organizations, they will not do shit. Nothing. Nada. With the White Sox, you still got Tony La Russa in the upper management because of this stupid loyalty thing that you feel you owe him for something. Oh, you really didn't want Hawk Harrison to fire him back in the day, so I want to bring him back and make amends for the past. That's just stupid. That's dumb. And Jerry Reinsdorf is dumb. I don't care how much money he got, or what investments and how much control he has over these teams, or whatever the case may be. When it comes to competing, putting together a successful organization, he's fucking stupid. You got lucky to draft Jordan. And the reason why, you could tell it was all luck because once Jordan left, retired, or whatever you want to call it, once Michael Jordan wasn't in the league anymore, look at the Bulls organization. If Jerry Reinsdorf knew what he was doing, he would know the right people to hire to get this thing back on track. But he hasn't been able to do that because he's not as smart as he wants everybody to believe. And now he's going out pandering to politicians in the state of Illinois because he wants the public to pay for his new stadium for a team that he's not even trying to assemble a winner. for the city of Chicago. He's not even trying. But you want the people's money to pay for your stadium instead of you paying for it yourself. You cheap idiot. You're a miser, a penny pincher, Scrooge McDuck. You don't care about either of these teams, these organizations that you run. You don't give a damn. You don't care about the fans. You don't listen to us at all. That's why I say you are, without a shadow of a doubt, the worst owner in professional sports today. And I look forward to the day someone buys both of these teams from you. Because unfortunately, that's the only way either of these organizations will ever see any success again. As long as Jerry Reinsdorf is running these teams, mark my words, they will never win another championship. Never. Mark my words, I will bet anybody any amount of money right now they would never win another championship as long as Jerry Reinsdorf is in the picture. He is the problem. One and 8. Yeah, the White Sox they're in a race, all right. They are in a race to 100 losses. I predict they'll reach 100 losses. Let's see, sometime in July, August, they'll definitely be over 100 losses. Provided, there's going to be some weather inclement, cancellations and postponing of games and stuff like that. But overall, generally speaking, I predict they're gonna be the first team to 100 losses this season. But hey, Jerry don't care. He don't give a damn. He's trying to get money from the public to fund this little toy house, his little stadium. And before guaranteed rate, or whatever you call that crap on the South Side, before that was even built, he had a chance to have a stadium built in the South Loop. He should have did it then. Attendance wouldn't have been a problem, but the one common denominator that's still a problem would be you, Jerry Reinsdorf. You are the problem. So it don't matter if, for the sake of argument, let's say the stadium was built in the South Loop. Built up the neighborhood around the park, kind of like how the Cubs got it up north. Let's say the White Sox did that. And sell out every game all the time. White Sox making money hand over foot. It wouldn't matter because you wouldn't put the money back into the team. You revealed that much when you said what you said about Shohei Ohtani. So you of all people know Major League Baseball has no salary cap. So if you want to win, you got to spend money. You got to spend smart money. Not just on any old player. You got to know what the hell you're doing. So that wouldn't matter anyway. You would still be the White Sox, the White Sox, as some people refer to. Because, yeah, as an organization, y'all do suck. And it's because of the owner. And the Bulls are right there, hand in hand. Dysfunctional owner. hiring the wrong executives, giving them power to make the wrong decisions. These two teams mirror each other for a reason. Because they have the same problem. They have the same issue, and the issue is up top in the ownership suites. And we supposed to believe they was passing it off like, well, Jerry's going to step back and he's going to let Michael Reinsdorf run everything. And Michael Reinsdorf is running the Bulls the same way his dad ran the Bulls, right into the damn ground. And I, for one, I grew up a Bulls fan. I grew up a White Sox fan. I'm actually one of those rare people. I actually grew up watching the White Sox and the Cubs. And when the Cubs were referred to as the lovable losers, I didn't like that either. I thought that was stupid. And when Ricketts bought the team, he probably felt the same way. Like, nah, we're not trying to be the lovable losers. We are trying to win. And you look at the renaissance the Cubs are having. They just stomped the Rockies the other day, like 12-1. They went out and spent money to get one of the best coaches in Major League Baseball, Craig Counsell. So they not playing any games. They got a solid farm system. They're doing things the right way. They're renovating around Wrigley Field. They're doing things the right way. The way successful organizations do things to sustain a long trend of winning, building a winning culture. That's what they're doing on the North Side. I commend them for that. And then you look at the exact opposite, the Chicago White Sox, who they are great at getting in their own way. That's what Jerry specializes in. He's Charlie Brown trying to kick the football. Never learning his lesson. Just keeps on trying to kick the football. That's Jerry Reinsdorf in a nutshell. Charlie Brown. But you can argue maybe us as Bulls fans and White Sox fans, maybe we're Charlie Brown. Maybe Jerry Reinsdorf is Lucy, snatching the football away. As soon as we think we're almost there, we're going to be able to kick it this time, and Jerry Reinsdorf snatches the football away from us. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe we're the problem. So I say all that to say this. White Sox fans, Bulls fans, this is what we need to do. Follow me. We need to black out both organizations. When I say black out, I mean no more buying memorabilia, no more buying merchandise for either teams, no more buying tickets to go to games for either organization, no listening to games on the radio, watching games on TV, none of that. It's time we fully withdraw our support from both of these organizations until Jerry Reinsdorf sells the team. Until Jerry Reinsdorf is no longer a part of either one of these teams. Whichever, if it happens with the Bulls first or the White Sox first, however the order, however it shakes out, however it happens, It's up to us to completely withdraw our support and black out both of these teams. That is the only way we are going to drive change. Unless you are one of these type of fans that you are comfortable and you might even like mediocrity. That might be your thing. You like eating mediocrity soup because that's the crap that Jerry's serving us year after year, season after season. Mediocrity soup. And I, for one, am fucking tired of it. So y'all tell me what y'all want to do. Because it's clear if Jerry doesn't care about the opinions of the fans, there's no real urgency for him to put a winner on the feet on the baseball diamond on the court. There's no urgency for him to do that at all. So it's up to us, the fans, to be like, you know what? This is not good enough. Number one. Number two, this would no longer be tolerated. To the point where he thinks it's funny. We're not going to do the Otani thing. Man, that shit is not funny. And it ain't cool. And you're basically stealing from the fans. Year after year, season after season, the fans are willing to be understanding and like, okay, let's give the White Sox the benefit of the doubt this season. Let's give the Bulls the benefit of the doubt this season. Something has to break our way, right? No, it's time out for that. It's over for that. We're done doing that. You don't care about the fans, what the fans want. And you want to keep, as you said in your little meeting, you want to keep dangling the carrot in front of us and have us running on the treadmill, never catching the carrot. And you think that's cool? Okay. Let's see how cool you think it is when we completely black out your organizations and withdraw our support completely. Let's see how you like that. See, that's how you get an owner of professional teams your attention. That's how you get their attention. You start hitting them in their pockets. Then all of a sudden they'll start to show some concern. Well, maybe I need to do things differently. Maybe I need to do things in a different way. But Jerry Reinsdorf is so stubborn, he probably will run these organizations into the ground just to spite the fans. And that's cool and dandy because we can save our money and we can do other things with our lives. We can enjoy other teams around the league, around MLB, around the NBA. You know, organizations that actually try to win, organizations that actually have owners that really want to win. Maybe we should just give those teams our support. Just a thought. I got on here this Sunday morning to rant. And this is just pathetic. I swear the White Sox are going to lose 100 games by July, August. They're definitely going to be the first team to 100 losses. I guarantee it. That is a promise. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all like my content? Subscribe to the channel. Share this video all over the internet because we need to get Bulls fans and White Sox fans together, and we need to start this movement of blacking out both of these organizations so we can affect change. Because right now, Jerry Reinsdorf think we're playing. We need to show him we're not playing. And we don't have to support your product at all. Your product sucks. and you're a bad owner. That being said, this is Uncut Sports, no feelings, and I'm out.